If uranium fundamentals are so good, why are prices lagging in 2024? Why can't the miners catch a bid? The answer is finally out because who really drives uranium prices? It's the buyers of uranium. This is what the buyers of uranium have been doing in 2024. It is the lowest level since 2013, which was right after Fukushima. Term contract volume in millions of pounds. They have not been buying in 2024. They were buying from 2021 to 2023. Look at what happened to the global X uranium ETF in that time. It went from $8 to $32. Now we're seeing a dip. Yes, we've been talking about the macro environment not favorable. The fundamentals of an asset class need to be very good to override the impacts from high interest rates and the poor macroeconomic environment. Currently, in the short term, they're not that good because nuclear fuel buyers aren't buying. What we do know is that they're burning uranium, so they're going to have to buy. So selling uranium or being bearish uranium because prices have taken a dip would only make sense if you think that this line is going to stay low forever. Even though nuclear power plants are burning uranium steadily. Even though we know there's a multi-decade scarcity in the fuel, it's all proven. That's what the experts have come out and said. Everyone's studying this space, puts a multi-decade supply crunch ahead of us. You would have to think that nuclear fuel buyers are just not going to be buying. They bought a lot in 2023. That's true. So maybe this is a hangover from that period. And so, yes, the Sprott Junior Uranium Miners ETF over the last month is down 1%. The S&P 500 is up 3.7%. And the Global X Uranium ETF, the big cap uranium miners, is up 1.24%, right? So it all makes sense. You can't expect the junior uranium miners to massively outperform when there isn't a lot of buying from the nuclear utilities. So again, let's talk about the uranium supply demand fundamentals, which really do matter. World's largest uranium miner warns Ukraine war makes it harder to supply the West. Pull towards Russia and China grows stronger, says boss of Kazatomprom. So there's a global play, a global scramble to acquire as much uranium as possible. Putin proposed to consider limiting the export of uranium, titanium, and nickel, all while Russia is pressing Central Asian states to embrace nuclear power. And so Kazatomprom, the world's largest uranium miner, is pulling away from the West. The West has already pulled away from Russian uranium. So the West is scrambling for their own uranium. That's why the United States is pumping billions of dollars into a domestic supply. And so Cameco, which is a massive global miner, should do very well. And all producers should do very well, including the miners that are about to become producers or have a whole lot in the ground. So Barron's magazine is saying the new nuclear age is coming soon. AI and EVs are devouring America's electricity supply. Nuclear energy, long out of favor, may wind up saving us. It is the only fuel source that can save us. Talk about demand growth for this fuel. Royal Navy considers nuclear-powered surface warships, right? So it's not just AI and EVs, it's ships, naval ships, commercial ships moving towards uranium, not to mention spacecraft moving towards uranium. Oracle's Larry Ellison sees $100 billion AI boom, right? $100 billion powered by nuclear energy. This is one of the richest people on the planet. Bill Gates is another one. And they both believe that uranium is going to power the AI revolution. Nuclear power integral to Microsoft's clean energy vision, says director Todd. No. So the most powerful organizations on the planet, Oracle, Microsoft, going to be heavily relying on nuclear. What about one of the largest countries in the world, Indonesia, to establish nuclear organization this year? They're taking steps to develop a 250 megawatt nuclear power plant by 2032. That's the fourth largest country on the planet. Italy is in early talks for creation of a nuclear power company. That is the future. Massive skyrocketing demand of uranium. So to think that nuclear fuel buyers are done buying after an incredibly bullish 2020 to 2023 doesn't make any sense at this point. So fading uranium because prices are down, because they're taking a breather from buying, doesn't make any sense either. So that's why we're staying on top of this brand new mega trend that is the unfolding nuclear renaissance.